9 key insights the speech will cover. 1. You are not forgotten, even when you feel invisible. 2. Silence can be a sign of preparation, not abandonment. 3. Pain often shapes purpose rather than destroying it. 4. Your differences may be the very reason you are needed. 5. Waiting seasons build strength you cannot gain any other way. 6. Fear loses power when faced with truth. 7. Small faithful steps matter more than dramatic leaps. 8. You are allowed to outgrow who you used to be. 9. Hope is not naive. It is a form of courage. Have you ever wondered why, in your quietest moments, it feels like someone is still watching, still waiting, still believing in you, even when you have stopped believing in yourself? Imagine being told, "Watch this alone," not because you are meant to be isolated, but because what you are about to see is too personal, too sacred, too powerful to be filtered through noise. Some messages are not meant for crowds. They are meant for the heart that is ready, or at least willing, to hear. There are seasons when life becomes strangely quiet. Doors close, calls stop coming, plans fall apart. You look around and think everyone else got the instructions except you. But what if the silence is not empty? What if it is full of preparation, full of unseen movement, full of a story being written where no one else can interrupt? Many great stories begin this way. In books like The Alchemist, the hero walks alone across deserts before discovering treasure. In man's search for meaning, hope survives in the bleakest isolation. Solitude does not always mean loss. Sometimes it means refinement. You may feel overlooked, replaceable, ordinary. But consider this: if you were truly insignificant, why would life keep pressing on you? Why would you keep feeling that pull to become more, do more, be more, even when you are exhausted? Pressure is not applied to things that do not matter. Pain has a strange way of carving space inside us. Space for compassion, space for wisdom, space for strength we did not know we possessed. The very experiences you wish you could erase may be the ones that allow you to recognize someone else's suffering and lift them out of it one day. Being different can feel like a burden. You may think, "Why can't I just be like everyone else?" But what if everyone else is not what the world needs from you? A puzzle piece that looks strange by itself suddenly makes perfect sense when placed exactly where it belongs. Waiting is perhaps the hardest part. We live in a world of instant answers and overnight success stories. Yet the most meaningful transformations are slow. A tree does not break through the soil the day after it is planted. Roots grow first, unseen, uncelebrated, but essential. Without them, the tree would fall at the first strong wind. Fear will whisper that you are not ready, not capable, not enough. But fear is loudest right before a breakthrough, because it senses it is about to lose control. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is movement despite it. You do not need one grand, heroic moment to change everything. Most lives are transformed by small, faithful steps repeated over time. One honest decision, one act of kindness, one refusal to give up today. These quiet choices accumulate until suddenly you are standing somewhere you once thought was impossible to reach. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself, old dreams, even old fears. Growth is not betrayal, it is fulfillment. The caterpillar does not apologize for becoming a butterfly, and hope, fragile as it may seem, is not weakness. It is rebellion against despair. It is the decision to believe that darkness is not the final chapter. Hope says, I will keep going, even without guarantees. So if you feel alone right now, consider that maybe this moment was meant to be witnessed without distraction. Not because you are abandoned, but because you are being shown something meant only for you, your resilience, your depth, your capacity to endure and still care, still dream, still rise. Perhaps the message is not, you are alone. Perhaps the message is, pay attention, because something is unfolding, not around you, but within you. And one day, when the doors open again, when the noise returns, when people finally see what was forming in silence, they will call it sudden, overnight, miraculous, but you will know the truth. You watched it happen, alone. But this is not the end of the story. It is the quiet line between who you were and who you are becoming. There will be a moment, maybe not today, maybe not soon, when something inside you clicks into place. The weight you carried will feel lighter, not because it disappeared, but because you grew stronger. The questions that once kept you awake at night will no longer demand answers. You will simply outgrow them. You will look back at this lonely chapter and realize it was not empty at all. It was crowded with invisible victories. The days you got up when you did not want to. The times you chose kindness over bitterness. The nights you survived thoughts that told you to quit. No audience applauded. No headlines were written. But those moments mattered more than you knew. The strength rarely announces its arrival. It sneaks in quietly, disguised as endurance. One day, someone will come to you carrying the same confusion, the same hurt, the same feeling of being lost in a world that seems too loud and too cold at the same time. And without rehearsing, without even realizing it, you will speak words that steady them, not because you memorized wisdom, but because you lived it. Your scars will become someone else's map. Do not underestimate how powerful it is that you are still here. In a world where many give up, numb out, or harden their hearts, you are still capable of feeling, still capable of caring, still capable of hoping. That alone is extraordinary. And when your moment comes, the opportunity, the connection, the breakthrough, the peace, it may not look dramatic, it may arrive quietly like sunrise, no trumpets, no spotlight, just light slowly filling spaces that used to be dark. You will not need validation from everyone anymore. You will not chase approval like oxygen. You will breathe on your own. Because the truth is, being chosen does not always mean being elevated above others. Sometimes it means being trusted with depth, trusted with compassion, trusted with the ability to stand in storms without becoming one. So if you are still in the waiting, still in the silence, still watching life move around you while you stand still, do not mistake stillness for stagnation. An arrow must be pulled back before it can fly forward. And when you are finally released, you will travel farther than you ever could have by pushing alone. Until then, keep showing up. Keep listening for that quiet voice that tells you to try one more time, forgive one more time, believe one more time.